What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Wine 101 series, and today we're talking about Riesling. So Riesling is like that kid in class that sits in the back of the room and he's kind of quiet, kind of weird. People don't really understand him. The popular kids might make fun of him. And then one day he just blows you all away with some profound statement and goes off to become some millionaire because he invented something that I can't even think of right now. Let's put it this way. Riesling is a difficult wine to understand and gets a bad reputation for being sweet, but once you know about this grape, you know. And today I am telling you that you're gonna know now. Riesling is seriously like the wine that wine geeks are geeking out on these days. And a lot of them are still kind of weary to tell you that they love Riesling so much, but man, we love Riesling. Riesling is so cool because it is one of the only grapes, dare I say the grape that has the broadest range of sweetness levels. It can be dessert sweet, but it could also be super crazy bone dry and everything in between. Name me another grape that can do that. Seriously, Riesling is it. That's why it can be really confusing, is because, sometimes when you open a bottle of wine, you don't really know what you're getting. And I think that's what turns a lot of people off. They don't know if they're getting a super dry Riesling or a super sweet Riesling. So you just have to do some research to figure out what you got. Riesling can also be super confusing because its hometown is Germany. And even though German Rieslings are absolutely fantastic, the German language is just very difficult for a lot of people to understand. And it doesn't really help that they put every single possible thing you might need to know about that grape on that label, including the winery's address. So it just adds to this crazy confusing thing. And I think a lot of people just are turned off by that, so they just prefer to stay away from Riesling altogether, which is really sad because German Rieslings are fantastic. So in general, Riesling can be characterized by being light-bodied, unless it's a dessert wine, with low-ish alcohol and ridiculously high acidity. If you don't know what acidity is, think about the last time you had a sour candy or something that was very lemony in flavor. The sides of your cheeks usually start watering and you just get this really sour sensation right around here. That's acidity. Acidity is what makes wine really good with food, and since Riesling can be sweet and most wines are not, it makes it amazing with difficult to pair with foods. Pretty much any food with hot and spicy flavors is going to be terrible with other wines, but Riesling can totally step in and save the day. Also, if you have any sweet flavors in food, you have to have a wine that is at least as sweet as that food, otherwise it's gonna be a really bad match. So Riesling saves the day again. So basically what I'm saying here is that Riesling pairs well with a lot of dishes that other wines just will not work with. In particular, my favorites would be Thai food, Chinese takeout, Indian food, fried chicken, and salads. So if you pick up a bottle of Riesling, you can expect that really high acidity that I was just talking about, along with flavors of lemon lime, peach, kind of a wet stone minerality, and then something kind of weird, which I don't want to tell you, but I kind of have to tell you because it's a very characteristic thing in Riesling, is it's going to smell, not taste, like gasoline, which in the wine world will make that sound a little bit nicer and call that petrol. I know it sounds really weird, but it's very characteristic of this grape. If you smell it in a wine, you definitely have Riesling in front of you. If your bottle of Riesling is sweet, the flavors are going to get a lot more honeyed in it. So think about things like really ripe peach and apricot, lemon meringue pie, mango, just all really sweet kind of things going on in it. Delicious. Riesling really likes cool regions to grow in, so it can retain that really high acidity and fresh aromas. So I already mentioned Germany. You've got some amazing Rieslings coming out of Germany. You could never go wrong from there. But also it comes from places like the cooler areas of Australia, in particular the Clare and Eden valleys. And then in America, you'll find them from Washington State and New York. That's it for Riesling, guys. Make sure you check out the other videos in this Wine 101 series. I'll put the link to the playlist below. And if you want to keep learning your drink with me, which let's be honest, who doesn't, make sure to hit that subscribe button and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.